3 games, 3 wins, 15 goals and 0 goals conceded. It's not been a bad week, has it, guys? Yes guys, how are you all doing, and welcome back today to another installment of City Talk. And today I just want to celebrate over how well we're doing right now. I mean, last City video you will have seen from me was the matchday vlog from when we beat Liverpool 5-0, and since that game really we have just gone from strength to strength. And I want to talk about what's changed, because the first few games of the season, you know, Brighton was a tight game, Bournemouth was a difficult game, we dropped points at home to Everton, we weren't looking particularly convincing, although we were still undefeated. But these last 3 games, we have been absolutely unplayable, we've been incredible, and I think the main difference between those first games and the last 3 games has just been we've been so much more clinical. I thought we might struggle because Company was injured, he missed the 1 game, and everything looked like it could have been falling apart in previous years when Company's not been there at the back. We've really struggled to defend, but 3 clean sheets in a row. Away at Feyenoord, not an easy game. Liverpool at home, not an easy game. And away at Watford, I mean, admittedly, we did beat Watford like 6-0 this year, obviously. 5-0 last year. We clearly just love playing at Vicarage Road, but even still, like 15 goals without any goals conceded is just absolutely ridiculous. And I think Aguero and Jesus are striking up an incredible partnership up front, and it's just really, really exciting times. I'd love to know what you guys think of this in the comment section down below. Let me know if you think we can maintain this, because that's going to be the big question. We had a really good season last season in terms of the beginning of it. The first 10 games in all competitions we were absolutely unbelievable, and we look like we're starting off now where we were at this point last season again. We're playing incredible football, putting out incredible results, and it is just a joy to behold. You've just got to enjoy it while this lasts, because although I think we've got the potential to win the league, as I've said before on City Talk and on other things as well, I don't think we'll be able to keep up this particular run that we're on right now, where we're battering teams 4-0, 5-0 every week. There's going to be a game or a period where we're struggling a bit more, and that is when you've got to grind out the results to win the Premier League, in my opinion. It's great winning games when you're playing incredibly well, but winning games when you're not at your best, that is where the Premier League is won. And that's what we kind of did, really, when you look at the games against Brighton and Bournemouth, you know, scraping through, doing what was necessary to pick up the points. And what's even better, by the way, about this recent run of form, it now puts us top of the table. Even though it's only in alphabetical order, we are top of the table, and I love that, because the last few weeks, the first 3 games of the Premier League, everyone was salivating over Man United. Everyone was saying, you know, give them the league, they've won the league, they look incredible. Now all of a sudden we've risen up, we've matched them, and now we are above them. And hopefully, man, hopefully we can keep this up, because right now Man United are the favourites for this title. So if we can crash that party, that would be absolutely incredible. I think without doubt it's going to be between the 2 Manchester clubs again this year. I mean, the last few seasons have been dominated by other teams. You've had Chelsea last year, Leicester the season before that. Hopefully it's going to be us this year, but I do think without doubt it's going to be between City and United. Both of us right now looking very, very strong. Of course, they managed to beat Everton 4-0. That was a good win for them. They seem to be in this thing at the moment, this form where they don't blow teams away to begin with, but the last 10 minutes they always seem to put in a couple of goals at least, which makes it look a lot more emphatic than perhaps it has been. Because from all accounts, I didn't watch the game, but a couple of United fans on Twitter were saying it wasn't really an amazing performance. So maybe they'll come a cropper eventually, who knows. But I think right now, us and United are actually the only 2 undefeated teams in the league. I could be wrong with that, but both of us are playing exceptionally well. And I think it's going to be a massive game when we play each other. It's going to be an absolutely huge game. I think the next big game we've actually got coming up, we've got Chelsea in the league, I believe, at the end of this month. So that is something to look forward to, and that's going to be another really big test. Of course, Liverpool coming to the Etihad, that was seen as a big test, and we absolutely blew them out the water. Admittedly, they did go to 10 men, down to 10 men, but we were 1-0 up before that, and I still think we would have won the game, regardless of if Mane should have been on the pitch or not, which I said in the matchday vlog. I don't understand how some people could say that wasn't a red card, but obviously we've spoken about the Liverpool game a lot because of the vlog. Feyenoord game, we were absolutely I expected that to be a tough game. Now, Feyenoord is a game, speaking of United, they played them last year in the Europa League and they lost 1-0, I believe. It's a tough place to go. I know they're not the best team on paper, but they make a hostile atmosphere, and it's not easy to play football when you've got a crowd like that on your back. But an early goal always helps. John Stone's getting 2. He seems to have really picked up form over the last couple of games as well, which is awesome to see that when company's not been there, he has stepped up to the plate and made his presence felt. So fantastic from John Stones in that game, especially to grab 2 goals. Great performance again, and again, Aguero and Jesus just doing work. I think that, again, the first 3 games of the season, we played the 3 at the back in the first match, and Aguero and Jesus didn't particularly look like they were linking up amazingly well. We then went to the 4 at the back for the second game, if I remember correctly, and it played a little bit better. So I thought we might end up sticking with the 4 at the back system, but Guardiola is referred back to the 3/5 at the back over the last few games again, with Aguero and Jesus up front, and they have been absolutely outstanding. Much thanks to as well the support from midfield of David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, who've been absolutely outstanding at just getting those assists. Both of them playing incredibly well right now. And like I say, right now, in our team, there are a lot of players that are playing at the top of their game. De Bruyne, Aguero, Silva, Jesus, all playing incredible football. The real test is going to come when 1 or 2 of them are perhaps having an off day, like so. That's going to be when the big test comes. But yeah, Feyenoord, we won that game 4-0. Very comfortable. Feyenoord didn't really have a sniff in that game from what I recall. And then, of course, we played Watford at the weekend and absolutely just blew them out of the water. There was one chance, I think it was at 0-0, where they had a header that went just wide. That was the closest they came, to be completely honest with you. We were in control of the game from start to finish. It's also great to see Ederson in goal. Of course, there was that tackle from Mane against Liverpool that I spoke briefly about earlier. And it doesn't seem to have affected him too much. He's had some stitching on the side of his face, but it wasn't any breaks, wasn't any fractures, which is what was feared at the time. And he's straight back into net, which is absolutely fantastic to see, because he's made a great start for us. He's been very solid. His distribution seems fantastic, which is, of course, one of the main reasons Guardiola wanted him to come in. But he's also a great shot stopper, which is something that Bravo did not seem to be for us last season, unfortunately. So that is a big upgrade, I would say, on where we were last season. But we've got West Brom in the Cup this week. That is our next fixture. Hopefully, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of team we play there. I'd like to see players like Phil Foden come in for that game. It's not the biggest competition out there, as we all know. What's it called now? It's not the Capital One Cup anymore. It's the Carabao Cup or something like that. I'd like to see Foden coming in, perhaps another couple of young players as well, maybe Garcia, but still, I don't want to take the competition lightly. It'd be nice to do well in it, obviously. I mean, whenever you can get a trip to Wembley, that's something that I always enjoy as a fan. It's nice to see your team winning trophies anyway, even if it's not the biggest competition in the world. So yeah, hopefully we can try a couple of the younger players out and still be very successful. But yeah, really, the point of this video was just to talk about how good we have been right now. I'd love to hear, like I say, if you guys think we can keep it up, let me know in the comment section down below. We've got a tough game in Chelsea coming up against Chelsea coming up at the end of the month. That is going to be a big test, like I say. Hazard coming back for them. They drew 0-0 against Arsenal yesterday. I don't really know how that game ended 0-0. There was lots of hard chances. Pedro missed a great chance for Chelsea as well, but they're not playing amazing football, but they still look strong. Morata's had a very strong start as well, and it's going to be a tough game. I mean, against Chelsea, it always is. They've got a great manager in Conte, knows how to defend, don't usually concede a ton of goals, but right now we've kept 3 clean sheets in a row as well, so hopefully that'll be a good game and we can come away with all 3 points. But that is going to end off this video, lads. Like I said, I just wanted to mention really quickly how pleased I am with how we're playing, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Like I said, do you think we can keep it up? Also, if you didn't know, I did launch a competition regarding FIFA 18 in the last video on the channel. It's called the Aguero Challenge, and you got yourselves a chance to win some FIFA points for FIFA 18. If you're interested in that, go and watch that last video. The competition ends Wednesday at 6 PM UK time, so be sure to enter. There's 3 or 4 people that are all tied for the lead right now in the competition. You'll see what it is if you go and watch that video. So if you can beat them, you will be guaranteed to win yourself some FIFA 18 FIFA points, which is pretty cool. But yeah, check that out if you've got the time or interested in winning some FIFA 18 points. That's going to end the video, lads. Hope you all did enjoy. I'll catch you all in the next video, which could well be the very first FIFA 18 video, because early access comes out later on this week. So hopefully you're as excited for that as I am. I'm probably going to be streaming it on Twitch as well. So again, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/NidgePlays. And yeah, I'll catch you all there, lads. Enjoy the rest of your week, enjoy the rest of your evening. Nidge out.